Leather industry. Leather is one of the most widely traded commodities globally. The growth in demand for leather is driven by the fashion industry, especially footwear. Apart from this, furniture and interior design industries, as well as the automotive industries, also demand leather. The leather industry has a place of prominence in the Indian economy due to substantial export earnings and growth. The Indian leather industry accounts for around 12.93% of the world's leather production of hides or skins. Leather export from India. India's leather industry has grown drastically, transforming from a mere raw material supplier to a value added product exporter. Total leather and leather products export from India stood at 5.7 billion US dollars in 2022-2021. During April 2022 March 2021, the major markets for Indian leather products are US 17.32%, Germany 11.98%, UK 10.43%, Italy 6.33%, and France 5.94%. The total leather and leather products export during April 2000 to March 2021 was 3.30 billion US dollars, and for the month of March 2021 it was 317.77 million dollars. During April 2022 March 2021, products exported include leather footwear, component, leather garments, and leather goods. In April 2021, export of leather and leather products stood at $289.57 million. The Council for Leather Exports is an autonomous non-profit organization which is entrusted with export promotion activities and the development of the leather industry in India. About 3,500 companies manufacturing or exporting leather and leather products are members of the council. Now let's talk about the future of leather industry. The leather industry is a billion-dollar industry. However, the industry is not only cruel but also environmentally irresponsible and in the urgent need of some change. So, modern Meadow plans to transform the industry using a tissue engineering technique called biofabrication to grow leather from skin cells in trays in a lab. The company is also developing biofabricated meat, fish, and poultry from muscle cells. Andra Forges, co founder and CEO of the company, explains through small biopsies that don't hurt, injure, or kill animals. In addition, since biofab leather is made in a lab, the leather can be grown in different shapes, size, thickness, and textures, and can be used to make consumer goods like apparel, shoes, accessories, luggage, and sporting goods, etc. Just some of the reasons that make this technology a better choice include 99% less land required, 96% less water consumed, 96% fewer greenhouse gases emitted, 45% less energy needed, no risk of livestock diseases, and no animals are harmed. Those are some statistics we could all live better with. Currently, it takes modern meadow about 1.5 months to make a square foot leather sample that's fully finished. That compares to 2 to 3 years to raise an animal, feed it, and provide it shelter. The company is working on optimizing the production of its biofab leather until it is as affordable as traditional leather and hide, but of a higher quality without a need for water and chemical intensive treatment processes.
Leather supply chain key risk and how to overcome from the leather supply chain. First of all, what is leather supply chain? Leather supply chain has numerous issues with sustainability, but what it makes the supply chain particularly difficult for the importers. Okay, we are going to look
And
5 key
willingness to
risks
go to
faced in
any
the leather
length to
supply
deliver
chain.
quality is
How
why
to
international
overcome.
brands
First
flock
risk
to
is
India.
leather's dependence on the meat protection and supply chain and its precarity.
The
One
$150
negative
million
precarity of leather
company,
value chain is
KH
depends on
Exports,
another supply
today
chain meat
is a
protection.
larger,
In other words,
stronger,
its main input relies on animal protection rates and the ability to collect and preserve the skins from the animals. What are the two sources of raw skins and hidens are industrial animals like cow, pigs, sheep, goats to be used in industry, and second one is wild animals like kangaroo, ostrich, crocodile snake, zebra, bison, elephant, and lizard. These skins are far more exotic and sometimes are only available from rare species and fairly remote to regions and countries. I am going to say about one example. India, a good example of supply chain with little vertical organization. India is a top 5 of global leather producer, producing almost 30% of hides and 10% of leather footwear. It highly liked that importers in Europe and North America will have sourced leather from India at times. These are the typical stage I'm going to say the Indian leather supply chains or first one individual purchase slaughter the animals and produce raw skins ready for protection into leather to the industry. Agents stock the skin which are then sold to local tanniers for blue processing. From this, how to overcome from these industries? One, import out a hard time expressing the specific needs, price, process, and factors are manufactured by the agent. Gray market hides, skins, and badges from different sources or even species may make up your order. At last, we understand that from this point, the leather is a supply chain, how to overcome from the risk in the industry. Thank you.